Yes. Little Mataji and Prabhuji, you please sing in Shinga prayers. Then we will start our session. And Sapan Prabhu, you just sent a message in the group that session is started.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Narasingaya. Praladala Dadaine.
Hiranyakashipurvaksha.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Silatantarakalaye.
Shilatanka Nakhalaye.
Donasingo para donasingo.
Ito Narsingho Parito Narsingho.
Donasingo.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narsingho.
Hey, Nasinga. Nasinga.
Bahire Narsingha Hridaye Narsingha.
Prapate.
Narasingha Madhim Sharanam Prapate.
Kawakala Kamala. Lalita. Kasipur. Tanubringa.
Tavakala Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa.
Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Hare Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadvita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Let's sing
Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Narasimha Bhagwan ki, Jai Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, Jnani and Viraj Prabhu. Very beautiful prayers. Viraj Prabhu, you missed the two sessions where we discussed inaction in action and action is in action. Yeah. But anyway, we have the recordings. Yeah. Please go through the recordings. Yeah.
Sure.
You'll easily understand. Also, just now I share the PowerPoint presentation. And also one question was asked by Madhavi Mataji about Ashtanga Yoga. So that some articles also I shared with one, except I think I need to send it to Pranadhatra Mataji and Ram Nityanda Prabhu. After the session, I will send to them. I think rest of the devotees, I email. Please go through the email and save it and and just go through it. And also, as I mentioned on Monday, the last slide of the session, the last slide of the slideshow, that is the questions. some 10 scenarios are given. We need to identify and explain whether it comes under action in inaction or inaction in action or whatever, as per the slideshow. Okay, that's I have given as a homework for Monday. So Monday I will ask those questions. Yeah, please go through that one. Okay, so as usual, we will continue our 4th chapter. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yeah, wonderful. So like this, while we are discussing whichever we feel like something like critical to understand or very important, we will dedicate a separate session on that one. 418, action and inaction, inaction is action, is spoken by Krishna in 418. One who sees inaction in action and action in action is intelligent among men, and he is in the transcendental position, although engaged in sorts of activities, although engaged in all sorts of activities, just like any other person. Okay, they have family, they work, yeah, they have children. Okay, they are part of the society. Okay, they follow the rules and regulations given by government. Yeah, so just like anyone else. Yeah, but they will understand properly inaction and action and action and action. That's why they are called intelligent. Intelligent means spiritual intelligent. That's why I feel this topic is very, very important, and we dedicated 2 sessions on that one. Let us continue now. So 19. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose ever endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Okay, same as we discussed in 18. Okay, so those who understand the difference between inaction in action and action in action, so they are spiritually intelligent, and it is considered as the real knowledge. That understanding is considered as the real knowledge. Okay, so these people don't attach to sense gratification. So that's why whatever action they do, whatever karma they do, the reaction of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. So this knowledge which currently we are trying to understand, this knowledge of Gita. Okay, here Krishna mentioned it's a fire of knowledge. It's like a fire. Okay, and it burns all reactions. In case if some karmic reactions are due for the jiva, either to enjoy or to suffer, in both cases. Yeah, but since now his attempts are perfect, he is very sincere, he is progressing. Okay, by understanding the perfect knowledge, what happens? This endeavor, the reaction of this devotional service is like it burns up whatever reactions that are due to be suffered. Understand? And in 20, abandoning all attachments to the results of his activities, ever satisfied and independent, he performs no fruitive action, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings. See, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings. So that's why devotees appear like just like any other normal person. Okay, but there is a difference. Okay, don't take devotees for granted. Don't ignore devotees, or don't think devotees are just, yeah. I mentioned once, one of our senior devotee mentioned, in temple while taking prasadam, we have we sit and take prasadam. Okay, there will be some devotee sitting next to you, yeah, and eating prasadam and having a chat with you. Okay, or there may be a devotee, he put his hand on your shoulder and speaking to you very closely. Okay. So if you think like, yeah, he is just like me, my close friend. Yeah. Like, he is my close friend, or he is speaking to me nicely, So me and he are equal. Okay. So the senior devotee mentioned, who knows? The person who is sitting next to you and taking prasadam, maybe he was progressed 99%, with 1% gap he has taken birth again. Who knows how much advanced he is? This is applicable including kids. Yeah. Wonderful, beautifully, our kids, they do kirtans, they play mridanga. Okay, they do karatal. Yeah, now we have a youth forum. Yeah, all those kids are doing nice things. Okay, we cannot just take it like just like any other kid, or I am elderly and they are kids. No, this ignoring is very, very dangerous. We are not supposed to ignore. Who knows? The kid may be 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, or 17, 18 years old. Who knows? He may be advanced than you. Yeah, that's why he came to Krishna consciousness in a very early age in this lifetime and flourishing. Somewhere he advanced 80% or 90% in his previous life. Yeah, or even 99%, as I mentioned. Just to fill that gap, he has taken birth again. So it's not like since he is younger to you, you can just take it very easy. Such people. No, definitely not. Definitely not. We should be very, very conscious about this one. Or like Matajis. We have Matajis, they may not know how to speak English properly. Yeah. They may not know how to express whatever they know. Yeah. So they may be always in kitchen, cooking for devotees and serving. Yeah. So we are not supposed to take them as easy and granted, like that. So they are advanced than us. Okay. So these things are very, very important. These things are very, very important. Understand? And there may be very elderly people. Yeah. So they are old people. Okay. No. So who knows how much advanced they are? So as I mentioned, just like Jani, sits next to Viraj Prabhu. For us, she is a kid. She is a small girl. Yeah. Me, in that age, I did not sing Narshinga prayer. I did not, even I don't know what that Narshinga prayer is. But this little girl is singing Narshinga prayer daily. Whenever we have session, she learned, she's singing. Okay. So who knows how much she was advanced in her previous lifetime. Prahalada Maharaj is just, how much he is advanced. Just 4 or 5 years. He heard Srimad Bhagavatam when he was in the womb of his mother. How many people get that opportunity? It itself says that, we are not supposed to ignore or take it easy, these wonderful kids or Matajis, or youngsters, like that. Yeah, we should be very, very careful. This is a very important point we need to remember. Understand? So this is etiquette. We are all learning. Yeah. So sometimes we may make any jokes on any, I may tease Jhani, I may tease Sumedha, I may tease Sapan, I may tease Madhav. Okay, because they are very younger to me. Right? But I am not supposed to take them as very easily. Yeah. Just granted. This is very, very important point. Okay. So we need to remember. Now, so yeah. 21. Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence perfectly controlled. Such a man, who is this such a man? The man who knows the knowledge. The man who understood the difference between action and inaction and inaction and action. Okay. The man who engages in all kinds of undertakings, but still he is doing devotional service. Such a man. Okay. Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence perfectly controlled, gives up all sense of proprietorship over his possessions and acts only for the bare necessities of life. Thus working, he is not affected by the sinful reactions. Yeah? Such a man, who is this such a man? The man who was described in about 2 verses, 19 and 20. Okay, what happens? Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence perfectly. So he will understand the difference between different actions by his mind and by his intelligence. Since he is using his mind also, okay, what is the quality he will cultivate? He will give up all sense of proprietorship. He doesn't take the ownership. Okay, he doesn't take the ownership of his actions. Okay, and he acts only for bare necessities of life, just for survival. To survive in this material world, we have to act. This action represents either working or dealing with other people, different whatever karma we do. Okay, so this karma is just to get the bare necessities of life. So they don't hanker for anything other than these necessities of life. So such people, they will not be affected by sinful reactions. That is the advantage. That is the advantage of life. Yeah. Once I have given the example, of course, if any of you know, this is just, yeah. If any of you are, it's just an example. I'm just saying, we have film celeb. Yes, Viraj Prabhu, you raise your hand.
Yeah, Prabhuji, regarding this bare necessity of life. So, because what I understand is like everyone will have their own desire, own things, and own necessary or non necessity. So, does like Bhagavad Gita or Prabhupada says something like which is a real necessity kind of things are there, and what is the actual definition of this necessity of the life?
Very good question. Okay, what is the actual definition of necessities of life? See, this bare necessities may differ from person to person. Understand?
Especially at least from material life point of view, that is a different thing. I understand. But what is the spiritual life point of view, the bare necessity, or what kind of things we can improve on that and we can get those things?
Yeah, so the bare necessity represents whatever you require to survive in this world. Okay, that is the definition of bare necessity. What exactly we need to survive in this world. You got it? Yeah. So that is the bare necessity. And what exactly is that? You are the right person to understand what exactly is your bare necessity. Because you know about your family situation, you know about your finance situation. Yeah. Understand? You know about your kids, or you know about your relatives situation, understand? So Bhakti Samta Maharaj mentioned, okay, each devotee, the individual, he is the right person to assess what exactly is my bare necessity. Understand? Yeah, as I said, that's why I'm saying it differs from person to person. So by misunderstanding this bare necessity, one should not suffer. This is very, very important. If necessary, they have to work, isn't it? Yeah. We have devotees like, who are big business people. Yeah. So you can ask a question, these are, very, big business people. So they can survive, without doing business, or they can survive without working, if bare necessities are important, why these people still, doing business, all those things. Yeah. So these business or whatever may come, as part of their family, inheritance like that. But are they using whatever they are getting in the service of Krishna and devotees or not? That is important. Understand? Okay. So to understand, that's why we have this mentorship groups, and we need to have one-to-one meetings with our monks, great sannyasis like Bhakti Santa Maharaj. These they will guide. Okay. When we open our heart, without any hiding anything in our mind, okay, as a confidential meetings with one-to-one meetings, that is how this mentorship groups are. It will help, and also these meetings with one-to-one with these monks. Okay, Maharaj, I want to talk to you. Okay, one-to-one. Then just open heart and share exactly is the situation. Okay, then they will guide. Okay, since this is the situation, you act like this. Okay, you act like this. Maharaj mentioned, Bhakti Santa Maharaj mentioned, okay, I may not be a financial advisor. So we have professional financial advisors in this material world. Okay, these monks, they may not be a financial advisor. They may not know for IT person, what type of job they need to do. Whether they need to go for contracting, whether they need to do permanent job. Okay, and what are these things? These monks, they don't know. But they give the guidance. By taking that guidance, each individual, should understand what exactly is the bare necessity for his situation, and then apply it.
Prabhuji, I have one follow-up question on that. Like normally, as you told, right, everyone knows everyone knows his or her own necessity, bare necessities and all based on the situation with the family and along with it. And another factor will be like a desire. Those kind of things also will be there, which will be like driving myself or the individual person. So how to balance that? Because normally for going behind that desire and those things, we may be lagging on the spiritual life, and the balancing may go here and there. So what I was trying to understand is with this text 21 or the verse 21, it is talking about the material world bare necessity of the life. But what I just want to know is like, what all the qualification or what all the characteristics which we have to build along with this bare necessity in the spiritual life to be maintain that and balance it.
Yeah. So yeah, true. I will give you one example. Like BMW car. Okay. BMW car or Mercedes Benz. Though I have the capacity to buy it, okay, I may think, is this really necessary for me to buy? So my intention is to go from point A to point B. Okay. So to work. Understand? So for my necessity, I think I don't need it. Understand? So it's a luxury. I feel it is a luxury.
Yeah.
Okay. There is another devotee. He is also a devotee. He has the capacity to buy. He thinks, let me buy Mercedes Benz or let me buy BMW and use it in the service of my Guru Maharaj. Whenever Guru Maharaj comes, I want to take him in my car. Okay. Whenever some senior devotees comes from India, they visit our UK and different temples. Yeah, I would like to use this luxurious car in their service. Understand? So both are correct. Both are correct. One person, he want to buy it and use it in the service of Krishna and his devotees. Okay. Other person, he thinks this is not required for me. My necessity is to go from point A to point B. That's it. So for that one, whatever I have, that is sufficient. Okay. It's a difference in their thoughts, but we cannot say those who bought this BMW car, the devotee, he is buying luxurious stuff. It is not a bare necessity. No, we should not think like that, because he has the capacity. He is not hankering. See, the key point is, if he is unable to buy, if he has no money to, maintain this BMW, but if he hankers for that one, that is wrong. Understand? So that is wrong. But if a person very comfortably able to buy BMW, two people, one person may think, it's all right, I will use that money for something else. The other person, yeah, I am comfortable to buy, let me buy, but use it in the service of Krishna and his devotees. Yeah. This way of thinking, both are correct, because their consciousness is not to use this luxurious car for their sense gratification. You got it?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So like this. So, okay. Yes, I think two people raised their hand. One, I think Manjula Mataji. Manjula Mataji, what do you?
Prabhu, this is a very difficult one, because in olden days, it was roof over the head, food to eat, clothes to wear, and big families supporting each other.
Yes.
These days, it's more nuclear fragmented families, and the necessities of life have moved a lot. The boundaries have shifted. What was bare necessity then is not what it is now. It's
Exactly.
different.
It dynamically changes. That is true. Even forget about olden days, before Corona, after Corona,
Yeah.
we can clearly see cost of living is just drastically increased, isn't it?
It is. So what I was trying to think was that even somebody who buys a car for with a good intention for a devotee who come, but they will be using it for their own sort of living as well, the same car. So this one is difficult, because all those who are, I mean, people earn in different capacities. There's no doubt about that. And some can afford more than others. But I think where the sinful reactions will come, if at all you want to buy more than what you can afford, because then you will try to find means of doing things.
Yeah, that's why I'm
which will
saying
not be appropriate.
comfortably, if they can comfortably manage, so yeah, that is true. So that's why I'm saying, each individual is the real assessor of his situation. Each individual is the owner of his, understanding his bare necessity. Okay. So the genuinity is required in this one. Understand? And the second point is sincerity is required. So we are not supposed to justify, hey, I want to do something. So I know if I justify it, no, this is bare necessity. Or no, this is, I want to use in the service of Krishna and his devotees. Fakely justifying and hankering for it and then using for sense gratification, that is wrong. Definitely, it is a very, that's why I'm saying, it varies from person to person, definitely. Okay, each individual is the real owner of understanding what exactly is his bare necessity. That's what Bhaktivinoda Maharaj mentioned. What Maharaj mentioned is, how old is your kid? Okay, how many kids you have, or what is your financial situation? Okay, and what type of job you are doing? Okay, and after you retire, do you have enough financial finance to support in your retired life? These all comes into picture. Okay, bare necessity doesn't mean, okay, today to fill my tummy, I need some food. Today to sleep, I need some place. today to wear, I need some, cloth. So this is a bare necessity. Okay. For grihasthas, it is not like that. Understand? Sannyasi is totally different. So like, yeah, I agree, Mataji, Manjula Mataji, as you said. First point, it dynamically changes. The world is dynamically changes. That is the influence of Kali. Yeah. And we don't have any united families to support each other. Okay, all families are now small families. Yeah, so they need to have proper understanding of what exactly bare necessity for their family. So that is the reason His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj disciple group actually they give guidance also. They give guidance on protecting their finance also. So Nataraj Prabhu shared few tips, and in India we have a devotee, and who guides the God brothers and God sisters on how to save our finances. Okay. So that we can focus more on spiritual life. So this is the beauty of ISKCON, where actually devotees are getting these type of financial help also. These type of guidance also. I attended this devotee care course few weeks back. I think 4 or 5 weeks we attended. There they mentioned, one of the points they mentioned in this devotee care course, Jainitai Prabhu's Sutapa Prabhu, now Sutapa Prabhu has taken sannyas initiation. So, okay, in that training session, they have given what are these things that comes under devotee care. So one aspect is, financial guidance. But of course, we don't force. But if the people open their heart and they seek help, they seek guidance, then yes, these mentors, yeah, as a authority or some senior devotees, they will give the guidance for that one. But they don't force, because they don't force or enter into the life of other person without their consent. Understand? So when devotees open their heart and I seek help, I need help. What exactly I need to do with my family or with my kids, yeah, or with my husband, with my wife. Okay, I'm having this problem, or with my finances, or with my job. I lost job in this country 2 or 3 times because of redundancies. Then I have taken, to balance my mind, what exactly I need to do, these things. I have taken some guidance from our senior devotees. Yeah, like that. That is why we request people, please be part of this mentorship group, like that. This is what actually Prabhupada focused more, so that devotees will get that help. Yeah. So yes, the world is dynamically changes. The situation is not like in olden days. I know my grandparents, they have 8 kids. My mother's parents, 4 daughters, 4 sons. Originally 11. 3 kids died. Yeah, those are the days. They survived. And he is just a priest, elementary school teacher, my grandfather, and after retirement, he is a priest. But they survived those days. But these days are different. So all these things comes into consideration to understand the bare necessities. The best example is before Corona, after Corona. How much cost of living is, there is a change in cost of living. So one must be, yeah, in ISKCON, we have that, we think of devotees first. We think of our devotees who are serving the temple, who are serving Srila Prabhupada mission, how to take care of them. Okay. So that's why here, we, our all our ISKCON, we have this facility of giving the guidance when devotees seek for that one, so that to properly understand the bare necessities so that therefore they won't fall into other troubles. Okay. Yes, Sundara Mataji, you raised your hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, but this totally defeats from what Srila Prabhupada used to say, because Prabhupada used to say, live each day as if it's your last day, and whatever you have, utilize it in the service of Krishna, at least 50%.
Yeah. True, true.
If we not be following that, why should we worry about the future? Should we not depend on Krishna?
Okay, so could you please repeat your question? Why can't we depend on Krishna?
Yeah, because you said that you have to secure your future, and you have to worry about make sure you've got enough to support your future. And in this country, they give you pension, etc. So we worry about tomorrow, but Prabhupada used to say, live each day as if it's your last day, and you take 50% of what you earn in the service of Krishna, which is difficult to do because
No. So that is true, Mataji. So one point you need to remember is, so there is a difference between Gruhasthas and Brahmacharis or Sannyasis. First point. A Gruhastha, he is not supposed to like give injustice to his family. Yeah. So the wife depends on him, and the kids depends on him. That's why we call the dependents. Understand? So he must take the complete care of his family. Yeah, definitely I agree. Each day is the last day. For example, today, okay, tomorrow morning, yeah, when the sun comes, when there is a sunrise, so I may not be alive. That is the life, isn't it? But what exactly I have done to my family, that is important.
okay.
Isn't it? So previous days are different, previous yugas are different. For example, in previous yugas, gurukuls are there. Yeah. So the students will go, they will learn from their teacher. Okay. And there is no fee. Yeah. Guru is not supposed to ask a specific fee. They will give the charity to Guru and he will accept.
Okay.
It is there. Even in my, as I mentioned, that's why I have given the example of my grandfather. Even my grandfather has 4 sons and 4 daughters. Yeah. And he is a priest. He never asked, if he performs a marriage ceremony or, any other ceremony, he never asked, give me this much money. He never asked. Whatever they give, he will take. But still, 4 sons of my grandfather were graduated those days. How is it possible? All the villagers, these farmers, okay, they voluntarily give. Yeah, our Purohit, he is a pure Brahmin. We need to support him. So they voluntarily, take care of the family. My eldest maternal uncle, he joined Bachelor of Science in Guntur, which is a city, actual district headquarter. Yeah. He did not pay, for one term, he did not pay the fee because he has no money. And he did not eat. Then one of his friend observed, it seems like, you are not having food, you are looking very weak. What happened? What happened means he did not get any money from my grandfather. Immediately his friend write a letter to his village. Yeah. The next day the farmer came, to the city, and he paid the college fee. Yeah. He bought a, mess card and, gave it to my uncle. And those days, I don't know whether you heard or not, we have this system. What is the system? Maybe Satish Garu, I don't know whether you heard or not, and Madhavi Mataji. In Telugu, we call Varal Cheskunevallu. Meer vinnara ee maata? Have you heard this one?
Varal andi.
Varal. Have you heard this one? I will explain in English. Madhavi Mataji, have you heard this one? varal, some students, what exactly it means is, those days, these poor students, what exactly varam means week. They are called as, in Telugu, they are called as a varal abbai or weekly boys. They called as a weekly boys. Means what happens? These poor boys, there will be families like us. They support these poor boys by feeding them food. Yeah, 7 days a week, daily 1 day in one house. 1 day in one house. They go to their house, the family feed them. Next day they go to other house, the family feed them. Like this, 7 days in seven different houses. The families feed the poor boys or girls. Okay, like that, my maternal uncle, he did this. He became a weekly boy in 7 different Brahmin families. Yeah, or of course, because of the caste system, if they are non-Brahmins, they support by giving rice, dal, vegetables, and he will bring them and he cook in the room. Like this, he studied his 3-year graduation. Is it possible in this nowadays, in this modern age?
No.
Exactly. That is the reason. So those days are different. That's what exactly Manjula Mataji mentioned. So society or the world, this Kali Yuga is changing dynamically. So when this is changing dynamically, our saints also giving the guidance to the people depending upon current situation.
Okay.
Yeah, they mentioned four sons graduated.
Oh, Jai.
Yeah, 4 sons graduated. So some families supported them, some farmers supported them.
Okay.
My grandfather never had any, finance in his house. If there is no marriage or if there is no some puja in some house, nothing will come to home. But still, they survived with 8 children. Yeah. But nowadays it is not possible. That's why, depending upon the changes in the society.
Okay.
So, we dynamically, change our plans, but keeping Krishna in center, that is important.
Okay. Thank you.
Sudama time, Sudama has so many kids. Sudama was very poor, isn't it? That is totally different. Now it is totally different. Yeah. So depending upon, that's why, the beauty of our organization, ISKCON, is we have experts in different areas. They always prepare, proper, guidelines and give guidance to the devotees. Sumudra Mata, you got it now?
Yes, thank you very much. I did.
Definitely everyone should think today is my last day. Okay, so like that, and everyone should depend on Krishna. There is no doubt in that one. But yes, and this reminds us, see, this is how the material world is dangerous. This is how the Kali Yuga is dangerous. Oh my God, I don't want another birth in this material world. Okay, so Satish Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. I think you more or less answered the questions running in my mind about this bare essentials. So to me, it's more of how to cover the old age. See, the lifespan of average individual now has increased a lot compared to 20-30 years ago. And taking care of parents fully as a culture is also moving away due to our westernization adoption. So one has to really think about today and in the near future. So what is a bare essential is something that's subjective, and it depends on individual needs. But yeah, as you say, always keep Krishna and ISKCON movement in the center, So if anything contradicts that, then obviously following the ISKCON and Krishna movement is more important. That's how we
Yeah.
have to. But it's easier said than done, especially for people who just started in this movement like me. The impulse, or when you see your surroundings, or when you compare for every 3, 4, or 5 years, how your work colleagues or how your known thick friends are doing, you may have a tendency to burn more hours to catch up with that, or sometimes add a new skill to get better at what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how you balance is definitely to the individuals, and every individual is given with their own circumstances. It's not him alone. He represents his family, so some may have to work even more, considering his family members around and their abilities. Yeah, thank you for that.
True, Prabhuji. True. So that's why this is one. So why I like ISKCON is like so as the world is changing dynamically, parallelly our devotees, our heads, leaders of the movement, they are also upgrading themselves and giving the guidance as per the changed situation. So devotees are high priority. Taking care of devotees is very, very high priority. So that's why that devotee care course, when we attended, so many great, big leaders, they gave the training for that one.
Yeah.
So
no, but when I was reading some of the philosophical books where the sannyasis who are renounced, they hardly care about where their next meal comes from. Now, I start to really wonder, there is no better courage than that. You don't know where is your next meal come from, but still you're cool and you don't worry about anything. So I think definitely I personally myself is not at that stage, but it's something to inspire from, and in fact it reduces my worry when people are living with such a don't care future approach. Then when you are having a sufficient cushion, then you don't need to worry much.
And another point, just I would like to mention here is like whoever ends, more than the necessities. Understand? As I mentioned, so they use that in maintaining the brahmacharis, the poor people, or like that. As I mentioned, these weekly boys. Okay, so these families, they are able to manage and feed these poor people like that. So poor devotees are there, brahmacharis are there, monks are there, elderly people, devotees, elderly people are there, so they will use it, in their service. Understand? So that's why what I am following to, as per my bare necessity may not be same like someone else, some other devotee, like that. So every individual has his own circumstances. So depending upon those circumstances, he has to take wise decisions. If necessary, without hesitation, take guidance from the authority. Understand? So those factors are those things which need to be kept as confidential. Okay, we were trained to keep those things as a confidential, to give the confidence to the devotee that his lifestyle or information, whatever he is sharing, is taken care properly. Okay, it's very good discussion. Actually, this is one thing which we need to remember. As I mentioned, who thinks I don't want BMW because some normal car is sufficient for me. Fine. And who thinks, yes, I will buy BMW, I am comfortable to buy, but I will use it in the service of Krishna and his devotees. Both consciousness are correct. I will tell you a small example, small story on this one. That's why we are not supposed to judge anyone. Remember, okay? Don't judge people by looking their actions or looking their thoughts. Particularly devotees, we are not supposed to judge. We have Kabir Das and Suradas. Maybe you heard these two names. Yeah. So, if I am not wrong, so one of them is a devotee of Krishna and the other one is a devotee of Lord Ram. Yeah. So anyway, one day they met in Vrindavan. Yeah. To cut it short, I am just giving to suit the story that suits to our discussion. Okay. And they are walking on street. All of a sudden, a wild elephant. Okay. A wild elephant is running towards them. And immediately, one of them, I exactly don't remember, I will check that story. Rama Bhakt. Yeah. So, one of them, he ran and he climbed the tree to protect himself. He ran, he climbed a tree to protect from this wild elephant. The other one, Krishna Bhakt, he just stood there and he is praying Krishna. Krishna, you are my protector. Please save me. Like that. So anyway, they are both are pure souls. So, so the wild elephant came, and since he is praying Krishna, by the mercy of Krishna, this wild elephant did not harm. Okay. Now the devotee who hid in the tree, he came down. And then he is asking, why you didn't try to protect yourself? See, I ran and I hid on the tree, but you just stand here. What did you do? No, why you haven't tried to protect yourself? Then this devotee said, who am I to protect myself? Krishna is my father. It's his duty to protect me. So I prayed Krishna. Krishna, please protect me. He protected me. And why did you run? You are great Ram Bhakt. Okay, won't your Ram protect you? You ran and you hid on the tree. No, so don't you have faith in your Lord? Then the devotee said, see, I don't want to disturb my Lord is very busy in performing his Leela somewhere. Yeah. So I don't want to disturb my Lord for myself, which I feel very, very selfish. So I thought, okay, let me protect myself. Lord is busy with, his Leela. Why should I protect? Why should I disturb him? Oh, my Lord, if I call, he will come and protect. But I don't want, I am very, very insignificant. Why should I call my Lord, for this insignificant soul? That's why I ran and I tried to protect myself. Okay. See, both are pure souls. Both consciousness, their consciousness are, one is saying, I don't want to disturb my Lord. Yeah. He is busy with his Leela somewhere. Okay. Let me try myself. The other one, Krishna, you are the only one who can protect. Even I run, even I hide, I may not protect myself. Okay. Demands. I stand here like this only. Krishna, you come and protect. So, Lord will reciprocate for both of them, isn't it? So, both are different contradictory behavior, actually, but both are pure souls. Understand? So, their consciousness is centered with Supreme Personality of Godhead. But one is thinking like this, the other one is thinking in a different way. So that's why we are not supposed to judge devotees. Okay. By the way, he is doing like this, yeah, he is thinking like this, why he is doing like this. Okay. Okay, there may be few out of some ignorance, here and there, they do, because we are all practitioners. Yeah, we are all sadhakas. Understand? But we must be very, very compassionate. If we explain to others, explain out of compassion. Okay. don't enjoy their ignorance, don't enjoy their troubles, don't enjoy their miseries. Yeah. Don't enjoy him. No. Yeah, it has to happen like this to him. No, definitely not. No, we are all, Krishna won't be happy. First point. Krishna will not be happy if our consciousness is like this. Understand? So, okay, we just discussed 2-3 verses only, but the point here is very, very important. That's why we had a big discussion on bare necessities of life, and this is very, very important to understand. So, and bear in mind, I told this story now in our last session. If we are very, very sincere, but still if we are attaching to something which Krishna doesn't like, as I mentioned in the story in the last session, Krishna will take it away. That old lady is attached to that cow. Okay, to purify that old lady and to give her the ultimate liberation, Krishna decided to take the life of the cow, isn't it? Understand? If the soul is sincere, if his attempts are sincere, but if there are any deviations out of ignorance, Krishna will bring them on the right path by giving few, jhalaks, we say, yeah, like that. So like that, Krishna is a super soul, from here, he knows everything, what exactly we are thinking. Are we cheating? Okay. In the name of bare necessity, am I really enjoying so-and-so for my sense gratification? Or am I really using it in the service of Krishna and his devotees? Everything Krishna knows from the heart. Understand? So let us not cheat Krishna and just try to understand and take guidance from senior devotees or authorities like that, so that we can flourish in our spiritual life. Okay. So thank you very much. I will stop here. It's 9 o'clock. Thank you very much, all the devotees, for your attention. If you quickly switch on your videos, we'll take your darshan. Thank you, Rekha Mataji. Thank you, Sumudra Mataji. Yeah, and Amda Prabhu. Okay, Amda Prabhu, you may have some issues with your video. Premadhatri Mataji, can you switch on your video?
I thought Prabhuji, I had my video on, but I don't know how to turn it on now.
Okay. Fine. Okay, Mataji. Okay, so thank you very much.
From my side, it's saying video on, but obviously picture is not there. Sorry, Prabhu.
Okay, no problem. Madhavi Mataji, can we see you? Okay, so thank you, Amada Prabhu. So thank you for your darshan. Sumudra Mataji, DT darshan, can we have your DT darshan?
So, I changed the dress because in the evening they had a bath, so half of them are in their night dress. Sorry about that.
Okay. Fine.
I'll show you though. It's not a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Nice night dress.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you, Mata. So, okay, we'll take the darshan of Radha Gokulananda. Gaurnitai. Gaurnitai. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Sri Radha Gokulananda. And today is the Ekadasi, so tomorrow breakfast, we can break the fast at 6:54 till 10:58. That is the breakfast time. Okay, don't forget. Okay, don't have any prasadam before 6:54. Understand? So, okay, so thank you very much. Again, we will meet next Monday. And I sent you all the PowerPoint presentation. Please go through the last slide. and try to identify what exactly is the suitable scenario for that one. We will discuss that one next Monday. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
कृपा संधवे चापतिकनं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।